Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of building SwiftUI application for tvOS. Before we start, I would like to tell we have discussed in episode 1 the introduction and the user interaction part, and then in the second episode we discussed about the focus section, like how to move diagonal, and we also discussed about the tab view. Now in the final session, not the final but the third episode, we are going to create an application where we are going to discuss about the focus state, we are going to discuss about the splash screen, and we are going to discuss about some more feature. So let me show you what we will be achieving by the end of this tutorial. So here's our app. This is the splash screen. Once the time is up for the splash screen, our dashboard is going to appear, and this is our dashboard. And here we have listed down some games, and whenever I'm going to change the focus, it's going to update the text. We are going to look at how it is working. Apart from that, we have game, media, and store. So let's get started and look at how focusEngine works on tvOS. So here we have a Git repo. You can check the code in the repository attached in the description. We have discussed 3 episodes. Now we will move on to 4th one, where we are going to create a console game app. So here we have created a new folder for console game, and we have divided our application code into 5 different folders. First, it's splash screen, then we have dashboard, game, media, and store. So if you look at the application, first we have splash screen, then we have this dashboard, and after that dashboard we have game, media, and store. So we are going to start with the splash screen. Now in the splash screen, we have created a launch view. What it does is that we have created a state to manage show home screen, which is initially false. So whenever this launch view is called, which is called at the launch of the application, after 2.5 seconds is going to toggle the show home screen to true. And after toggling the state, it's going to update the view to our dashboard view. To create a seamless animation, we have added with animation.smooth. And in the splash screen view, we have simply added the image ignoring safe area. We have ignored the safe area because we don't need a default padding that we have from top, bottom, right, left that we discussed in episode 1. After splash screen, we are going to move on to our dashboard view. So in the dashboard view, we have 2 states. First one is background image, then we have launch game. So the background image is the image that is switching whenever we are switching our tab view. So first let's look at how this tab view is working and how image is getting updated. So let's be quick. I won't be discussing that tab view part. We have already discussed in episode 2. So we are going to look at how focusEngine is working. So whenever I'm going to change the focus from one game to another, it's going to update the label. Similarly, you can update the any UI. You can update the any UI element that you want on the screen by only changing of the focus. So in the game main view, which is the first view, which we have here. So we have a list of games, then we have label, and then we have a section showing the description of the game. First, we have created a model, and in this model we have written an array of games, and we have created a struct. Struct is of game object type, and our game object have unique ID, name, image, and slug. Then we have a game main view where we have added all the code. So after initializing the model, we have created a focus field. We are going to look at how it's working. So first, in order to list down games horizontally, we have added scroll view.horizontal, and we have added for each loop with a unique ID. So it's going to populate games in horizontal stack, and we have added that stack in scroll view. We have simply added the image, and we have set the button style to borderless. You can change it to card or border, any style you want. Then we have set focus. Now this is important. So the focus is state binding register, and it binds to the corresponding value that we provide. So we have focus field, and if we are, let's say, if we are focused on this first game, so it's going to save this game against this focus field, and we have declared this focus field as a game object. So as you move forward to second game, so it's going to update the focus field, the focus state, to our next game. Then we have created an X tag to show the game description, and in this we have added focus field dot name. So whenever we move from first game to the second game, so it's going to update the focus field with the corresponding game that we are currently focused on. So let's say if we are focused on FC22, so it's going to update the FC22 name here. Similarly, you can get all other descriptions also as you want. So this is how the focus state works in tvOS. Then we have a media and store. So in the media and store, we have populated scroll view And again, we have added the array media, and this array media is a array of images. And we have set the column. We have created a grid item. If you look at closely, we have a grid with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So we created column using array repeating grid item. We have declared the spacing and we have declared the count. So it's going to give the 5 columns. If I'm going to change it to 6, it's going to give the 6 columns. So you can add this column to the lazy V grid. And we have added spacing. Then we have created for each, and in this for each we have populated the array media. Populating is not done. Remember what we discussed, that so in order to interact on tvOS we need to have button. So we have added the button, and in that button we have added the image. So whenever I need to interact with any image, it's going to appear as a button. Similarly, we have store, and again store is filled with array image. So we discussed how focusEngine work. Apart from that, we also discussed about the grid items. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like it. Stay tuned for more tutorials.